Hi everyone, this is Tita Hart, and welcome back to Heart and Life, Home Check Episode 2. For today's episode, we are heading to another home here in Heartopia. This one was actually recommended by one of my friends, so I'm very excited to see what we're about to explore. As always, I'll be reviewing this house not as a professional architect or engineer, but as someone who truly loves home design and aesthetics. I'll be sharing my honest feedback, design observations, and suggestions in a friendly and respectful way. So right now, we're here at Central Park. Let me open the map. Alright, let's see where this house is located. Oh, okay. This looks interesting. While we're on the way, I'm really curious about the overall concept of this home. Is it modern, minimalist, cozy, rustic? We'll find out very soon. I love when friends recommend homes because that usually means there's something special about it. Alright, we're almost there. Let's see what episode 2 has in store for us. Without further ado, let's begin the home check. Oh, okay. Wait. This is nice. Alright, first impression. This is giving modern luxury villa vibes. I love the clean lines already. You can immediately see the strong structure, very geometric, very intentional. The flat roof, the rectangular volumes. It feels very contemporary. And I like that the materials are not just plain. We have dark wood cladding, a bit of stone texture, large glass panels. So it doesn't look boring or flat. That's actually good design. Mixing materials but still keeping it cohesive. The landscaping is also doing its job. The pink flowers soften the strong black and wood tones. It balances the masculine structure with something softer. I also appreciate the layering. It's not just one flat facade. You can see different levels, terraces, depth. That adds architectural interest. Now, I do notice the right side, the garage or storage area. Feels slightly heavier visually compared to the left side. But I want to see more before I say anything final. So far though, curb appeal, strong. No deductions yet. We are still at 100 points. Let's move closer and check the entrance. Okay, before we go to the main entrance, we're not going in yet. Let me do a full round outside first. I want to see the entire exterior, the massing, the proportions, and how everything connects. Sometimes the real story of a house is already visible from the outside. So let's walk around. Okay, I really like this glass corner. It makes the house feel open and high-end. Very clean, very modern. The back facade is strong. The floor-to-ceiling windows and warm lighting give it that luxury resort vibe. It feels intentional. This stone volume anchors the design really well. And that arch balcony with greenery? Nice contrast against all the straight lines. This side feels more private and minimal. I like the vertical wood slats, very clean. It's simple, but still cohesive with the rest of the house. Okay, now this is a statement entrance. I like the elevated steps. It creates a proper transition before entering the house. The layering with the stone base and glass above feels intentional. It feels welcoming, but still modern. I actually like this semi-covered walkway. It creates depth before you reach the main door. The glass panels keep it bright, and the plants soften the darker materials. It feels well thought out, not just a door placed randomly. Okay, so this is the garden area. First of all, I appreciate how intentional this space feels. It's not just crops randomly placed. Everything is zoned properly. You can clearly see the grouping. Strawberries on one side, eggplants here, wheat at the back. That kind of organization makes the space feel controlled and functional. And I actually like that the garden is semi-covered. Architecturally, This is smart because it connects the indoor and outdoor experience. It almost feels like an indoor farm courtyard. Now, let's talk about the lighting. This is a Tiffany-style pendant lamp. Very garden cottage, very warm. Stylistically, it matches the theme beautifully, but proportion-wise, I do feel like it hangs a little too low for the ceiling height. The ceiling here isn't very high, so the long drop slightly compresses the space. If it were just a bit shorter, the area would feel more breathable. But again, this is a proportion adjustment, not a design mistake. Overall, the garden concept is strong. It's functional, aesthetic, and well integrated into the structure of the house. Oh wow, this is interesting. The split stair design creates symmetry, and that indoor tree is definitely the focal point. It adds life and softness to the darker materials. It feels like the heart of the house. I like how the flower beds continue upstairs. It keeps the design language consistent. The railing and stair detailing still follow the modern theme. Clean lines, no clutter. The double staircase leading to two separate doors is a strong architectural move. It suggests zoning, like the house is intentionally divided into two private spaces. Okay, this one is giving mature, cozy, slightly masculine energy. Dark walls, minimal decor, functional layout. It feels calm and grounded. I like the artwork above the bed. It adds personality without overwhelming the space. Oh, this is such a contrast, and I love that. Soft pinks, cute desk setup, layered decor. It feels youthful and cozy. The two rooms being connected but having completely different personalities. That's actually very smart design storytelling. Alright, so now we're in the main living area. First impression. This space feels very layered. There's a mix of cozy elements like the teddy bear and rocking chair. Then you have the aquarium wall feature, which adds movement and life. I like that the seating is arranged properly facing inward. It feels functional, not just decorative. Now on this side, I appreciate the artwork and wall decor. The butterfly frames and nature pieces soften the darker wood walls. It keeps the space from feeling too heavy. The aquarium installation is bold, but it works because the room is large enough to carry it. Here in the center, I really like how the plants divide the living area from the kitchen. This is actually smart zoning. Instead of using a solid wall, the owner used greenery and glass, so the space still feels open but defined. That's good spatial planning. Moving into the kitchen and dining area. The layout is clean and practical. The dining table placement makes sense, and the pendant lighting above adds warmth. The kitchen counter runs efficiently along the wall, which keeps the traffic flow smooth. It feels usable, not cramped. Now, let's talk about this blue portal. Design-wise, it does feel slightly out of place. The color is very vibrant compared to the neutral wood and stone tones of the house. But functionally, I understand it. This is a large home, so having what looks like an elevator or teleport system actually makes sense for accessibility. So I'd say it's practical, but visually, it slightly disrupts the otherwise cohesive palette. If the color were more neutral or toned down, it would blend better. Alright, let's check the bathroom. First impression, I like the warmth of the wood walls. It keeps the space cozy instead of feeling too cold. The pink bathtub is definitely the statement piece. It adds personality and softness, especially against the darker tones. I also appreciate the elevated platform for the tub. It makes it feel intentional, almost like a spa feature. The round LED mirror pairs nicely with the vanity. That part feels cohesive. Now, let me look closely. The floor tiles have a strong pattern. They're nice, but visually, they compete a little with the wood wall texture. It's not wrong, it's just slightly busy. And over here, the wall art feels a bit small for the wall height. Maybe a slightly larger piece would balance the vertical space better. Other than that, the layout makes sense. Everything is positioned logically: vanity, tub, toilet. Alright, so outside the bathroom, we have this smaller dining setup. This is more of a breakfast nook or a secondary dining corner. It feels intimate and casual, perfect for quick meals or coffee. Now this section here. This feels like a pantry area or even a mini food prep station. The open shelves with produce crates give it that farm-to-table vibe. It almost feels like a small food stall concept, but in a cozy way. I actually like that the owner created multiple functional zones instead of just one large dining space. Now let's talk about the kitchen. The stainless steel prep station or commercial prep counter pairs well with the black pendant lights and dark walls. But the penguin stove, color-wise, it does feel slightly out of place. The white tone doesn't fully match the industrial vibe of the metal stove and wash area. If it were black, gray, or stainless, it would feel more cohesive. Right now, it's cute, but slightly breaking the modern industrial harmony. Oh, I really like this. This heart-shaped arch balcony is such a strong design statement. It adds personality and softness to the modern structure. The greenery wrapping around the arch makes it feel romantic and intentional, almost like a private garden retreat. Now, about the stairs. The concept of integrating the tree through the levels is beautiful. It creates vertical drama and connects the floors. But I do notice the leaves are slightly covering the stairs. From a design perspective, that could affect circulation and visual clarity. This area is actually one of the highlights of the house. Alright, we've checked the exterior, the garden, the bedrooms, the living area, kitchen, and even the bathroom. Overall, this house has a very strong architectural identity. The modern structure is consistent, the material combination is intentional, and the zoning is well thought out. The highlights for me? Definitely the heart-shaped balcony feature, the indoor tree integration, and the structured garden layout. Minor adjustments would be proportion issues, like the pendant drop in the garden, the slightly busy bathroom flooring, and the color harmony of the penguin stove and portal. But those are refinements, not major design flaws. So for episode 2, I'm giving this home 94 out of 100. It's cohesive, creative, and spatially intelligent, just a few visual balance improvements away from being exceptional. Shout out to the owner of this beautiful home. You did an amazing job. If you'd like your house to be featured in the next episode of Heart and Life, Home Check, comment your UID below. And remember, this is all love, honest feedback, and design appreciation. Oh, and yes, I watered your plants. I'll see you in episode 3.